try to keep it quicker today? I know you guys want to do a longer warm-up.
Yeah, it's
for obvious
freezing.
reasons.
Yeah.
Um, Aaron, I would say, first of all, welcome back, both for the season and on a multi-year contract. Can you talk us through, that decision in the off-season and sort of your mindset as you come into your second year here?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't much of a decision, if I'm being honest. I was trying to keep it close, keep my cards close, because I didn't want them to know how much I wanted to come back. But I'm super thrilled. Being back home last year was so nostalgic and awesome, getting to see all my friends, and 1 year just wasn't enough. I went into the off season, thinking about how much fun I had, how many more memories I got to create with all my childhood friends that I hadn't done in almost a decade. So it was really big for me to get a multi-year deal. My son, he started at Holy Spirit, and he absolutely loved the community and the school, and I met so many friends, and so I really wanted him to continue to grow up here in the state that I grew up in. And I got to do that. So I'm very excited to be back. And we didn't even reach half the potential with this team that we wanted to do. We wanted to make playoffs. We didn't. So I had unfinished business.
Did that make a difference for you on the field last year, the personal difference of being back home and put you at ease when there's a lot of change going around making that move?
Yeah, I mean, I think personally, when you're back at home for the first time and you're playing in front of all the people who watched you grow up, it gives you that extra bit of push. It's kind of like when I was playing on a different team and I'd come here, everyone would be like, dang, what did Aaron eat today, So it was kind of that every single game. I do feel a bit more settled now, which is probably a good thing. I was also playing a new position last year, and I feel a lot more comfortable in it, and I really feel like I can lead my teammates now.
What do you see when you look at the back line that you guys bring back? Obviously, Abby out of the picture now, a few new faces in there. What do you think is key for that group?
I think even, with a few changes that we've had, we still have quite a bit of depth, and we have quite a bit of experience. Ellie Jean got quite a few minutes last year. Ellie P has quite a bit of experience as well with her national team and here. Lowe's been here from the birth. So with all that experience and then the youth that we've now brought in, all that knowledge is just going to be passed on, and I think it's going to be a seamless, fit.
I was gonna say, whether it's been personnel, coaches, it seems like we've always had a lot of change, and this year we don't have a lot of change. How much do you think that benefits you guys?
Oh, it's
when
great.
You go at the target of the playoffs.
Oh, it's great. For players, like, to know who you're working with, to know them personally and them know you personally, when you come into a season, it's just an easy start. You have that relationship built. So I think we're excited for that. We know what they expect of us, and I mean, we're excited. We already had our first meeting, and we set our goals for the year, and everyone's on the same page from day one.
How much do you think that kind of plays into a factor for someone like Bev, too, like not having that much change, her being a first-year head coach last year, now coming into this one with a lot of the same pieces in place?
Yeah, I think we've got quite a few new ones, and we got quite a few trialists in preseason. So I think she's probably going to be looking to see how the players that were here last year are going to respond to those new players in the environment. Are they going to take them under their wing? Are they going to help them out? She's going to be looking at that for the returners, and also, how do you stack up, So I think it does make her job a little bit easier because she knows the potential of all the people that were here already. So it's less people to assess, but it doesn't make her job any easier to figure out who's going to be on that field.
As a veteran, what advice do you have for the rookies?
Be your best self every day on and off the field, and lean into the advice that other people are giving you. I think a lot of times when you come in, you're playing a certain style with whatever college team or whatever youth national team you were playing with, and you come into a new environment, they play a completely different formation. So while you might have been the best at whatever you were doing in your formation with your old team, that might not be what you're being asked to do in your new environment. So if you can lean into the older players and take that advice and really, really digest it, it's going to make all the difference in your play.
You came here as a Kentucky native coming to this town. I mean, there's also a Louisville native now who's playing on the team. Is there, when you're in that situation, is there more pressure on you, or are you more relaxed because you're in your hometown, your home state? What's that dynamic like?
No, it's exciting. I think Kentucky, like having another Kentucky player on the team is awesome. And the fact that she's from Louisville is even better because now I can get some good recs from her because I'm originally from Lexington. So she can tell me all the good things. But I think the best thing about being from Kentucky is that Kentucky people root for Kentucky people. And so I am so excited for Allie to join the team. And I also am so excited what that means for the youth of players growing up in the state, because to finally have more faces of people who are from this state playing in this league, and not only in this league, but on the team in your state, is a really cool thing to watch as a little kid, and that's something that we didn't get to have growing up. So I'm very thrilled, and I hope there's more to come.
Aaron, you've won in this league and seen a lot. You've had some time to probably look back at last year and see what didn't go right to get into the playoffs. What lessons did you take from that to apply this year to try and break through?
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of lessons if you go back on that season. I think it's take the points where you can take the points. We had a lot of games last year that we had in the bag, and we dropped points late. And if you go back and you do the math at the end of the year and you take those points that we should have taken, you make playoffs. So we need to work on seeing games out this year. That needs to be our main focus. And we need to make sure that if we have points secured, you have to play to the final whistle blows. And no more. That was my first one, by the way.
Anyone else? For Aaron, so she can get out.
You're probably
Yeah.
good, right?
I'm good.
All right,
Good.
thank you.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.